starchy. Particularly the croissant and you know those French bread. But it's all about portions and exercising.
What about normal bread?
Normal bread, there's nothing wrong with bread, don't get me wrong. But when we eat, we need to exercise to use it up. It's when you don't use it up and it's just there in your body that you know you have excess sugar in you. Because when all the carbohydrates are broken down, it's broken down into sugar in our bodies. So we should watch the crisps, watch the biscuits, the chocolates. We live in a country where there's chocolate all over everywhere. So it's about just watching it. Some people are lucky, they eat and they break everything down, and that's fine. But there's just some of us that you only have to look at the food and your waistline grows 2 inches. So it's all about the exercising. But the leaflets, they are very, very educational, and they give you a lot of information. For me, my biggest concern was the eyes, because of the history of glaucoma in my family. So I have to get my eyes tested, because it does affect your eyes. And if you're not careful, you can go blind from it. So it's about awareness and being aware of it all. And they talk about, back home now, it's a big issue. And when I say back home, in Africa, I have a Somali group I support in Northampton, and they have a health group as well. It's called Somali Health Foundation. And he's supporting a village in Somalia, and everybody in that, I think about 98% of people in that village have diabetes. Yeah. So one of the aims of his organization is to send testing kits back to Somalia, and he's done a lot of work there. Raise the awareness that people be aware. Have you ever tasted Somali tea? It's full of sugar. So, and they eat a lot of pasta, and it's not chapati. It's like more like pancake. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it chapati as well, but it's oil. Yeah, and oil. Yeah. So we need to be aware of and we live in a country where it's full of processed food. Everything is in the tin. It's not like back home where you go into the market and get it fresh. But we have it fresh in the market here. We just have to make that effort because we're all in a rush. And it's time to do this time. We don't have that time. So we go for the easiest thing. We buy the tin one. Yeah, exactly. So 3 years on, I've lost the weight. I've maintained my blood sugar level. I feel better. I'm not as tired as, you know. I used to sleep and wake up tired, and I didn't know I had it. So I'll hand over to Felicitas. She's just going to talk generally about disability and how she's coping with it, to share her own experience.